South Carolina, under the sun in Death Valley as the Tigers are set to run down the hill and open another season in Memorial Stadium. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it.
How?
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Wow.
The defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Barrett. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's fourth and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
No.
It is good.
No.
Just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's about that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that.
That's bullshit.
Teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field.
Everybody worrying about my schedule, Q.
Right up on that line of scrimmage.
That's it. That's 3 sacks, man. That quarterback gonna die.
Quarterback just has to know in that situation, goal to go. If no one's open, you're throwing it away. It's a touchdown or it's nothing. That ball needs to go into the stands.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure.
Uh-oh.
And the ball comes
Get the ball!
That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate.
Man, why is they roughing the kicker, bro? What the fuck? That's 2 in a row.
There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this point of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be.
Free roughing and
execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this
offense,
but for the squad to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Got the back over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Running it to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He'll try to slam it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all his ability on that TV.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Barrett. Here's a hit. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Let's go.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now it's 3rd and goal. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble and throws. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he made the extra point without problem. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. We mentioned the number of players they lost. You can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Dropping back, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down.
Nah, man, I ain't got no rank around here.
Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball.
I ain't got no rank. I'm out of there.
Do I believe in him or do I?
I'm a why.
And they believed in their offense. They went for it and they got the 1st down.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's got it on the move, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to run for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That is an awesome play out front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Denson. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. At the 45 on his way. It's a running room. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Ball State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
That's the game over there.
Here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. Gets it out quickly. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Denson. Pocket breaking down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to pass, it's Denson. Might be looking to run. On a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catches, big fella.
Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! They get him down with this offensive setup, first and goal from the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pushes ahead. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Clemson jumps to the line. Power ahead. Back's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Rushes on him. That's it, Clyde. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air on first down. Can't get him to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters. And
breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Wildcats are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. It's complete. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Barrett. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Throwing on the run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The deep shot for the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kentucky going quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, It's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking downfield, it's Barrett. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Snap in the shotgun. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback extends the play. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped with a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Denson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Got it, looking for the 1st down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Slithers into space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Barrett. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll... Offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.